Alright, we are good to go. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, I am the Manga Reviewer, and today we're going to read a brand new Manhwa release, The Seventh Prince Wants to Bail. I have zero information on the Manhwa itself, other than it says from the same author as a Dungeon Farmer. So that Dungeon Farmer was actually quite good, so let's get it started. So we are at Chapter 1, The Seventh Prince Wants to Bail. Alright, here we go. I shouldn't have listened to that bastard. Don't think about anything and just sign here, okay? So he gets scammed, I'm guessing? But is this really safe? Seriously! Hey, what did I just say? I told you not to think about anything. Do you think I'm a scam? Do you think I'd scam my high school friend? Dude, look at... How do you trust anyone who looks like that? I already explained everything to you, from principal guarantee to compound interest, man. If you just put your money here, I'll duplicate it. This isn't something I tell just anyone. I called you specifically because I was thinking of you. Watching you take calls from work during your dad's funeral and bowing to your boss, it broke my heart. When he brought up my father, I was furious for a moment, but there was nothing I could do. All I could do was hope the goodwill in front of me was genuine. That was all I could do. Okay. Like a effing idiot. 2 years later, present day. Ugh, shit. I brought snacks for once and I ended up vomiting it all out. An ordinary 28-year-old man in South Korea. I'm living a life that falls far short of that. The bastard who caused the situation hasn't been reachable for a year. And I'm barely just surviving like a total wreck, drowning in debt. I have 5 hours left until my part-time job, but maybe I should read a little bit before sleeping. The only hobby in my writing life? Just the novel Dark Header. Okay. So it's an isekai. I guess he goes into the Dark Header's world, obviously. I must have read it over 100 times at this point, but it always has a new charm. Well, I have the story perfectly memorized by now. It's a thankful escape from the shitty life, even for a moment. What the? Feathers? Black crow feathers? Huh? The heck? My heart is... I can't breathe. My life. Is this how I meet my end? So pointlessly? Just when I was about to think it was for the best, something boiled up from inside. To think the last thing that comes to mind in the midst of this is that bastard's face. Fuck, I couldn't do anything. As a special given betting the ability. Just what was that just now? Was it a dream? Where is this? Where the hell am I? The crow. A lot of crows. Ka! Save me! What kind of nightmare is this all of a sudden? Is it because who says save me when a crow attacks? Right? You pretty like that's weird, but okay. What kind of nightmare is all this all of a sudden? Is it because I haven't been able to sleep lately? Ka! Please let me wake up from this dream. Please, huh? What's with this crow? Why is it suddenly so friendly? Ka! Wait, what is this? Could this place be? At first I was confused, but I quickly realized this is not the reality I knew. This place is probably Prince Ranhaburian. It's Anna. May I come in? Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Don't open it. It's just I'm not feeling well. My head. I'll come back later then. Ranhaburian? My suspicions were correct. This place is probably the novel I've read countless times. The World of Dark Header. And the one I possess is the seventh prince of the empire, Ranhaburian. He's destined to die miserably early in the story. Damn it, how did this happen? To think I'd wake up inside the world of a novel, but of all people... Your Highness, it's Sen. Sen, the seventh prince's aide? Hearing that your Highness was skipping dinner of all things, I was worried and came personally. I prepared a simple meal. Are you feeling better? So he's an ally or a foe? Well, I'm not sure yet. Let's stay calm. First, I have to pretend to be aberrant. Yeah, I'm thinking I feel a bit better now. That's a relief. Anna, set the table for His Highness's meal. Yes, understood. Thank you. Why is she trembling like that? And this meal looks real. Is this meal for real? It looks like dog food. Just give it to me and I'll pour the tea myself. My deepest apologies. What's up with her? Why is she acting like such a huge disaster? My apologies, right. It's because Ranhaburian is a scum. Not only does he destroy property and use violence whenever he's annoyed, if they catch him in a bad mood, he even murders the servants. I've committed a crime worthy of death. Please spare my life. The worst villain of the early parts of Dark Header. I apologize during the meal, but to think the noble prince was unwell. Still, I'm glad to see you seem to be okay. I applaud during a meal, but please sign this budget proposal first. These are very important matters. Important my ass. What a load of nonsense. What importance matters could an incompetent, stupid seventh prince possibly have? This is just fabricated documents. His real goal is to embezzle the seventh prince's share of the budget. The reason a mere attendant like Sin can go as far is because he's a relative of the Empress. The exceptionally powerful Empress has an incredible influence over the entire world. But the original person in his body was a fool who knew of none of that. I shouldn't deviate from the original story for now, so do I have to sign this? How could it be that you forgot how to sign? No matter how hundred of a prince you are, that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Mockery. To be openly mocked by an aide despite being royalty? Even if I possess someone in one level, why did it have to be a piece of trash like the seventh prince? It's truly his pity. Isn't that exactly why you need me? So your highness, don't you think about anything and just sign here. Ooh. Flashbacks from his previous life. Oh yeah. Fuck, this is no different from the reality where I was taken advantage of. No, I won't live like that anymore. Shane, doing this math, something's a bit strange. Isn't this a clear waste of budget? Surprising to think you'd have such thoughts. It seems that mid-judgment highness. Isn't your meal getting cold? If you sign first, I'll review it again. So your highness, don't think about anything and just pah! Your highness, what is this? Oh, sorry, my hand slipped. I've read the novel over 100 times and I can't help but notice. But it's true that Satan is a relative of the Empress, but in distance, it's such a distant relationship that the Empress doesn't even know he exists. Your highness, what on earth are you doing? I don't care how I got there, but I have no intention of quietly dying like in the original story. My hand slipped because you were distracting me so much. Shouldn't you take responsibility for this? In reality, I was one with nothing, ignoring whenever I went, and lived while only taking losses. I refuse to live that kind of life now. Using all the knowledge I have from the novel and the power of the Seventh Prince, saying, why are you standing there? The carpet got dirty. Clean it up. Okay, so I will survive no matter what. So you got some... Okay. First impressions, this is basic as hell. Okay, so he got reincarnated as a prince, as the trash prince in one of the stories he read. But I guess this one, the background is that they have the whole thing about him getting scammed in real life, and now he's not going to take it over. And that attendant saying, just sign it, don't read it, and whatever, brought it back and made him have a backbone, I guess. So, okay, I guess, like, basic, I don't know, honestly, as basic as it gets. The art, so far as well. The Imperial family are gods. All things in the world exist for them. Special abilities that only royals can possess, and beautiful blonde hair. Aren't they literally the incarnation of gods and the very symbol of nobility? Their rule is such a justified and beautiful thing. Excluding the trashy seventh prince, of course. He's stupid and has terrible manners, and that hideous black hair of his. You call that a royal? A pathetic bastard who only walks on eggshells around the other royals. Do you think I poured in all those bribes just to walk under a guy like that? Damn, this is no time to be scrubbing floors. Your Highness, I've cleaned it up. Then I will take my leave. Your Highness, what is the meaning of this? You wasted so much time on something so simple. Use this as an opportunity to practice more. Clean it up, faster. You are acting quite strange today. I'm not sure what I should say to the Empress. He can't even speak to the Empress, yet he tries to threaten me. It seems if this is not enough to bring him to his senses, I better make things clear so he doesn't become a nuisance. You over there, cover your ears. My ears? This is something the likes of you should hear. If you eavesdrop or even a single word, I'll work you without. I'll have you working without your fingers. Oh yes. Blah 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 blah. His face turned instantly pale. It looks like he was staring at a corpse or something. Speaking of which, lately the Seventh Prince hasn't been acting a bit strange since that day. Anna must be right. You guys think so too, right? He's gone way scarier. Will he even be alive next year? Still, isn't it really that we haven't run into him lately? Yes. He hasn't gone out and just staying in his palace. By the way, shouldn't you be somewhere else? You're on clean duty today. Oh, right. This weather is nice. Since I'm acting just like the Seventh Prince from the novel, I shouldn't draw much more suspicion. And the servants seem to be avoiding me out of fear. Since that day, Saint's disrespect has disappeared. In fact, he hasn't come near me at all, which is fine with me. I'd rather not throw another teapot at anyone's head. The reason I can afford to be this relaxed is because I still have time. 1 year until the origin story begins, and 3 years until I die. Okay, so I mean, I guess the one advantage he has is he said, and we were given this context in the first chapter, that he read this book several times, over 100 times. Oh, I don't know why I was saying that when it just said right there. I still clearly remember the day I stumbled across the worn-out book in the corner of the local library. That's how much I love this novel. It's a long way off until the protagonist appears and the story begins. Let's just elegantly enjoy some free time for now. Anyway, the weather is really nice. If I had wings, it might have been nice to look down on this. Ugh! What is this all of a sudden? My body's burning up. It feels somewhat different from back then. My body feels like it's on fire. Are you there? Your Highness, is Anna. May I come into the study to clean? Someone, please save me. Thankfully, he seems like he's in his room. Excuse me? What happened here? Oh my, what a waste. If I sold this, my family could eat for a month. This is a crow? Little crow, how did you even get in here? A very scary person lives here, you know. I can't believe this. Did I change from the Seven Prince into a crow? But why on earth? I'd love to take care of you if I could, but if His Highness catches us like this, we'll both be dead. Wait a minute, I am His Highness. You can fly properly, huh? Hurry up and fly far away. No, don't let go. That's an order, please. If you let go, I'm dead. I'll die. I'm going to die. I'll fall to my death. What do I need to do to survive? Maybe fly? Like, what? You're a fucking crow. Do I just need to use my wings? Yeah, clearly. Like, fly. I don't want to die here. Please fly. Oh, what is this? I'm flying. I'm actually crying. I mean, yeah, you're a crow. At least, like, at worst, you can just, like, glide, right? Like, interesting. Can I turn back into a human? Thankfully, I was able to turn back into a human. I tried it a few more times just to be sure. The ability to transform into a crow at will. Do you think I can transform just by willing it? Why can I turn to a crow? Is this some kind of curse from the crow that latched onto me the first day? An ability like this never appeared in the story. I don't know why I gained this ability, but it's obvious that I must never let anyone find out. Transforming into a crow is an ability that was never mentioned in the novel. It could potentially ruin the progression of the story. This ability is undoubtedly tied to Manus. Your Highness, the evening ritual will begin shortly, so you must prepare to leave. Finally, the day has come. Once a month, the Emperor and the primary siblings gather for the sacred ritual. It's called a ritual, but it's practically a succession test. Of course, even the Seventh Prince isn't even considered a candidate. Witnessing it in person after only ever reading about it feels completely different. The Seventh Prince sat at the very end of the table. Maybe it's the blonde hair, but they're almost blinding to look at. Compared to them, the Seventh Prince is no different from a crow. How dare a half-witted bastard hold his head up without any shame? The guy in front of me is the 8th Prince, Celos, Arabian, my 17-year-old half-brother, though it's clear he doesn't consider me his elder brother. Has this lowly trash lost the ability to understand words now? We're both just minor villains who make a brief appearance. Hey, are you deaf, this bastard? You should get along as brothers. You should make a scene in front of His Majesty the Emperor, should you? I'm sorry, First Princess. Oh, so she's the first princess. If so, starting from the left, she would be the first prince, third prince, second prince, first princess. They're usually seated in order of rank. The brighter they have their hair, the stronger power they possess. They wield Manus, the special power unique to this world. In other words, they are known as royals. Compared to them, the original owner of this body had pitch black hair. The only royal born without Manus. No wonder his personality became twisted. And in the pinnacle of Manus in this world is, of course, Manus is an interesting power dynamic, because I never heard of Manus before in any manhwas. His Majesty, his Emperor is entering. Glory in one hand, convection in the other, and ruin at the tip of both clasped hands. The peak of the Empire, the Emperor. Oh, let's not waste time and begin immediately. The Bluestone Tablet is the ancient artifact left behind by the first Emperor Praza, which Manus is injected into it. The table measures the user's manners. The indicator for measuring the amount of Manus is intuitive. How far the light radiating from the tablet extends. Wow, all the way to the edge of the table, as expected of His Majesty. But why did the light originally reach the edge of the table like this? Those who wish to challenge step forward. Your Majesty, I will attempt it. There are no strict restrictions, but traditionally only the first prince participates in the ritual, because the Manus rankings once measured are rarely overturned. The amount of Manus is equivalent to the magnitude of one's power. The first prince periodically shows off in front of all the other royals, showing who is currently at the top of the power hierarchy, showing who the true next emperor is. Brother! I don't know why I made a fart sound, but... Oh! Hurry, call a doctor! In the moment of chaos, I was the only one who was hearing exactly what was happening. The first prince will die shortly, spewing blood from his entire body. The main story has begun. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Okay, so now we're going to read Chapter 3. Going to reiterate, Manus is a special power in this world. It usually manifests in the royal family and their blood. Usually manifests, so that means not always. But the abilities are different from person to person. For example, the first prince uses water Manus. The second prince uses fire. The result of the first prince Manus measurement today is already set in stone. He probably only has enough to cover a little half over the table. It makes sense considering there are still 6 months left until this incident. Brother, is anyone there? Hurry, call a doctor. According to the original plot, the first prince wasn't to cough up blood for another half a year. The protagonist's appearance comes after that. Why can't the seventh prince transform into a crow in the first place? He was originally a character who couldn't use madness at all. An ability that never appeared in the novel, revealing itself right after my possession? Is this really just a coincidence? The first prince Raja's Abiran. So basically, okay, the book already had, like, really early deviated from what he's read. So, okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, Your Highness. The body of a world is a blessing from the god itself. It remains unaffected by any injury or disease. Okay, that's pretty OP. But for you to suddenly vomit, but I just can't understand it. Do you think I called you here to listen to that meaningless babble? You bug-like bastard, get lost. God damn it, everything was fine just this morning. And yesterday was no different from anything today. But, every time I use madness, my whole body feels like it's on fire. Don't tell me I'll never be able to use madness again? That's impossible. I'm the first prince of the Arabian Empire, the next emperor of the empire. I'm different from those other bugs. Of course I am. It's probably nothing serious. If I just rest a bit, my madness will also. If you want to live, you better lay off the hookah first. Who's there? Oh, he's an absolute monster when it comes to brute strength. Huh. And here I thought someone said in an accent, you're just a cripple who can't even use madness, aren't you? Just who do you think you are showing up here? If I were an accent, you would be dead. You didn't even notice me until I spoke, did you? Someone like me managed to sneak into the bedroom of the next emperor, the second most heavily guarded place in the empire without a trace. How did you get in my room? What trick did you use? I climbed up the wall from the outside. You expecting me to believe that? I mean, he flew off, obviously, but okay. Well, it doesn't really matter if you don't believe me. That's not what I'm supporting here. How's your body feeling? Of course, your role physician probably said there was nothing wrong with you, but you must know your own body's condition better than anyone else. Ha! Right, now I get it. Use your brain a little bit more than you look. You slipped me poison and plan to use it as a bargaining chip, didn't you? Just so you can keep your life, even after I become emperor? If that was your plan, you messed up. You foolish little... In a week, you'll be the one wishing you were dead, with blood spraying from your ears and eyes. What? Let me make one thing clear. I haven't used any tricks or plotted any schemes, but your body will rapidly deteriorate. Eventually, you'll die from your entire body. Even I don't know what's going on, who's doing this, but I will say this clearly. Listen carefully to what I have to say right now. Is your last chance to save your life. Thankfully, he's just as simple-minded and cowardly as he was in the novel. He didn't even use a single tail on me when I left the First Prince's palace. I'll be able to use him however I want for the time being. By the way, this ability is quite inconvenient, is it? I don't know, like, what if a crow attacks you? What if an eagle or, like, a falcon attacks you? You're kind of cooked. It lets me travel to far more places than I thought. Wait, if that's the case, since I'm already out... What am I supposed to do about this? The prince hasn't eaten anything for 2 days, and there isn't a single sign of movement from his room. What if something terrible has happened to the prince? The sinner shall face the maximum penalty for the murder of a royal. Oh, Prince! Are you Your Highness? Are you alright? Excuse me, I'm coming in. What's with all this noise? Oh. I've committed a crime worthy of death. I just thought Your Highness might be unfeeling unwell, so I just, well... As if causing a sudden disturbance was enough, you swelled the floor in my shoes? How do you plan to take responsibility for this? I truly deserve to die. I don't care about my own life, but please spare my family. No, forget it. Clean it up spotlessly within 5 minutes and get lost. Yes, sire? From now on, unless I call for you personally, you are strictly forbidden from approaching my private quarters. What's all this nonsense about her offering her life? So gruesome. Now that I've laid down the rules, I shouldn't have to deal with any more annoyances. 1 month since the first prince suffered a nosebleed during the ritual, a certain rumor quietly spread within the imperial palace. The first prince, the next emperor, has lost his abilities. To the other princes and princesses, the single rumor signaled a golden opportunity had arisen. The rumor signaled that a golden opportunity had arisen. In the novel, in order to quell these rumors, the first prince implores the emperor to push forward the hunting competition, setting aside the minor detail that it was supposed to happen 6 months from now. Fortunately, things are more or less following the original plot so far. The writing is really, like, clunky. So much, like, what do you call it? So much exposition. Like, I don't know. The problem is whether this is only happening within the... I mean, it is the first few chapters, so there has to be some exposition for sure. Okay, so the problem is this is only happening within the Imperial City, or if it's also affecting the protagonist outside. So he's trying to, like, wonder, like if the changes are just to his nearabouts, or is it actually affecting the entire world, which probably affects the entire world too, right? Like, why would it be only in one area? Today is the day of the royal hunting competition. Not many people for like a royal guy like you, okay, or whatever. If I'm lucky, I'll meet him at today's event. I can hand that over, and after that, I will bid my time for the right moment. Hey, you bug over there! The pitch black horse perfectly suits your gloomy self. One thing that makes me anxious is that perhaps this is one year before the original story begins. This guy is far more hot-headed and impulsive than he was in the novel. I'll just ignore him. There's an important event happening for me today. Hey, you little punk, are you ignoring me right now? A black horse meant to mock me? Personally, I like it better than a golden horse. It seems like the Seventh Prince at least has a way of winning over animals. We've finally arrived. This is the entrance of the Imperial Forest. Why is he saying that out loud? That's weird as hell. The Tower of Beginning. The opening ritual takes place every year. Once every year. Okay, place here every year. Once the first prince completes the ritual, the hunting competition will begin immediately. In reality, it's less of a competition, but more of a cutthroat political show. First Prince, you should prepare for the upcoming opening ritual. Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. I'm glad you look to be in good health, brother. Have you thought about your wish? What wish are you thinking about, Ditto? The wish of the winner of the hunting competition gets to ask of His Imperial Majesty. You're going to be today's winners today anyway, aren't you? Obviously. The ritual is a way to showcase the next Emperor's manners. A demonstration of the royal family's power in front of the nobles. There's so few nobles, if that was like the overlook of it. Kind of weird. Oh, it's truly an honor to finally witness the first prince's madness in person. But I heard there's a rumor that there's an unfortunate incident recently. Shh, what if someone hears you? To think I actually listened to what that damn bug said. You better hope if you weren't bluffing. If you tricked me, I'll kill you in the most agonizing way possible. Look at him all stiff. Don't be too nervous, Razia. As long as you follow my instructions perfectly, something definitely interesting will happen. Okay, I mean, so far just, I mean, we haven't really gone to the full story yet, so let's just see how it goes. What sound should I make so mad at? Watch out, don't get swept out in the vortex. Everyone, fall back. I am the first prince, Razia Abiran, the one destined to be emperor. Wow. So this is the madness of the royal family. Hurrah! Long live the first prince! Hold this out and pour out your madness in here. A stone? Are you mocking me right now? It can absorb polluted madness. Though, if you don't want to get treated, you can just die like this. Since I don't really have any desire to save you against your will. I guess he's like kind of angry because like he's getting spoken to like that way by someone who thought was trash. That brought me some time. It's an item that was supposed to appear in the later half of the original story, but using it a little bit earlier shouldn't be a big problem. Seventh Prince, I greet you. As instructed, I brought the bag you left with me. Oh, you finally made it? You're a guy who can't even handle a simple task properly? You brought the bag just as it was, right? Damn it. How did you even make it here on that crazy black horse? That horse is so rough that many people have been injured by it. Oh, that's why I brought it to the Seventh Prince on purpose. Then from this moment on, the royal hunting competition begins. Should I try winning this so the Emperor grants me a wish? Don't be silly, the royal family probably would take the win this time too. Everyone is rushing off in such a hurry. Well, it's not important competition to me right now anyways. Should I keep low and avoid drawing too much attention? So I can find the former Imperial Knight Commander Agony Fetus. Agony Fetus, okay. Talon, do you know, what do you... Such a stupid name. Agony Fetus. Okay. Was you bored or something? Okay, Talon, what do you think about the opening ritual for this hunting competition? It was truly the power of God. When I was watching this ritual, I felt like the Emperor wanted to break the spirits of the nobles. Duke, please only say such blasphemous things when you are alone. Relax, Talon. There's no one around who can hear our conversation. There's a reason I'm still breathing at this age, and at least for now, that is. Okay, I'm guessing that's Mr. Fetus. The Imperial Forest, where the hunting competition takes place, and is divided into three main zones. The first is a small animal zone near the entrance, followed by the medium animal zone, and the large animal zone is the farthest into the forest. In the novel, it said that he presented the golden fox to the Emperor in this competition. The problem is that it was just a passing mention and flashback scene, so I don't know where I can find it. That's the reason why I was exploring this vast Imperial Forest as a crow as so much. Golden foxes are hard to find, so I had to narrow the location down. Taking into account that it said he washed his hands in the water right after the hunt, I figured that the location has to be by the lakeside in the southwest direction. Let's go ahead of him and wait for the right timing. Sometimes I feel like he understands everything I'm saying. It's a relief that the same managed to bring the bag. I was worried for nothing because he was late. As long as I can properly deliver this to Duke Agony. Duke Agony fetus. Oh, what's going on? Why are you stopping so suddenly? Are you sick or something? No. You spot beasts nearby? No. Don't tell me. Is this bag too heavy? Stop being so stubborn. Other horses pull wagons, and you're selecting with just a bag and a person? This looks like a... that's a pretty solid face, not gonna lie. Fine, let's see how long you can hold out. If you keep acting arrogant, I'll tell the stable master to starve you. I'm fucked. He just ran away? He just ran away? Normally, catching a couple of whales or deer would have been a breeze by now. But it seems electricity isn't on our side today. I guess I've gotten old today. I've lived my whole life as a sword and shield, but I cannot defy time. Oh, please don't say that. You're already a legend, Duke. Haven't you achieved countless military exploits as the Imperial Knight Commander? Now I'm just a retired old man. Tulin, have you ever seen the royal family up close? No, only from a distance like today. You'll understand once you face them directly. Then you'll see who's truly a magnificent. Then you'll see who the truly magnificent beings of the Empire are. They are gods themselves. Our family has protected the empire of such gods for 1,000 years now. Take a look outside. At the majesty of his beautiful and grand imperial capital, I have grown old now, so you must take over my place. We must always be proud of the fact that we are a loyal family of the imperial household. Yes, father. Look at this window. This is our family's merchant group. We proudly supply goods to the imperial family, and after this comes the temple. Oh, what in the world is going on? Good heavens, my lord, I am truly sorry. Something caught in the heel. Please, get back inside the carriage. I will handle the cleanup. Oh, shit. It seems to be a vagrant from around here. It looks like they're trying to steal imperial tributes from the temple. Around here, well, it's a common sight. Father, what's happening? I want to go outside too. Do not come out. Father, you mustn't come out. This is just nothing. Damn. He's not even 10 years old, huh? And he must have been younger than my son. The child was probably burned in an incinerator. If there is darkness even in such a noble empire, we don't have time to leisurely admire the scenery, Duke. If we don't want to win, we must save face for the Duke's family. Even if you don't want to win, okay. My apologies. Let's head out immediately. It just so happens that I know a place around where Golden Fox appears. Ah, fuck. Running around this carriage is killing me. When I get back, I'll definitely turn you into a horse roast. Even if I had to bring the bag, I can't even transform. I'll be truly determined if I lose track of Duke Fetus at this moment. Should I just transform and go back? I realize that once again, while exploring as a crow, even though this is a small animal zone, it's still quite dangerous. You never know when some wild animal might pop out. It's finally coming out? That looks like a human. Damn it, what should I do? It's a waste to leave the bag behind. I didn't even bring a single weapon because it was annoying. Ah, whatever. If it gets really dangerous, I'll just run away. I definitely saw a black horse running from far. Bam! Oh, the hair color. Tolan! Are you alright? That blue hair, that's definitely Duke Fetus's aide. Tolan Kaisa. I'm in big trouble. I never expected to run into him like this. The former Imperial Knight Commander and war hero, Duke Agony Fetus. He will become the teacher of the novel's protagonist, who will one day turn the whole empire upside down. So that is that. Now we can only surmise. I'll surmise later at the end. Agony Fetus. I can't run into him here. This wasn't the original plan. I was going to wait at the Golden Fox's habitat entrance, and when Fetus arrived, I would insist he was trying to steal Royal's play. Then I would give him an unreasonable punishment, forcing him to carry around the bag of stones throughout the competition. That's all I had to do, but what do I do now? Things have gotten so incredibly messed up. This is quite a heavy stone. Something definitely threw on purpose, but I can't say they were aiming only for Tolan. Was an assassin targeting me? Dude, Tolan, are you coming to your senses? If you remember anything, please speak. The Fetus family has protected the royal family for over a millennia, and this is the most powerful family in the empire. I'm already the seventh prince, treated like the worst. So if a rumor spreads that I tried to kill Duke Fetus, what I saw was things were already messed up. What do I do? I'm sorry, Duke. It all happened so suddenly. Damn it, thank goodness. Yes, I understand. If you think of anything, this is my chance to run. I must run as fast as possible. Just wait here for a moment. Wait, I don't get. Wait, now I'm kind of confused because earlier he said that his plan, he didn't want to attract him too much attention, but here he said he was going to steal the fox from him, winning the competition. Wouldn't that attract a lot of attention? Okay, a little inconsistent, but maybe I misread it. My stamina is already completely spent. Wondering about carrying this heavy bag is killing me, but haven't I run far enough by now? I should easily be able to lose an old man like this. What? That's crazy. Well, dude, you already know he's strong. I thought he retired. Reveal your identity. An anti-imperialist, a cult? I don't know who you are, but you shouldn't be able to shake off a agony fetus. He talked to himself in the third person? Dude, this guy is crazy. This is bad. He's going to catch me soon. Do I have to ditch the bag and transform into a crow? If only I had that damn black horse right now. No, I'd rather just be able to run fast. Be able to... I thought I caught up, but he suddenly got faster? It seemed like he also has changed shape. Oh, so he changed into a horse? Did I lose him? My body suddenly feels lighter. Did I end up becoming a crow again? But it feels like I'm still running. The sound of horse hooves. Did that damn horse come back? Or could it be? This is crazy. Okay, so he's a safe shapeshifter. Okay. Wow. Did you really catch this, Marauder? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Dude. The eye is bigger than his head. That's insane. Why is it so hard to believe? The victory for hunting the competition is yours, brother. Have you decided on what you wish you ask for the Emperor? A wish, huh? I do have something in mind. Oh, I'm screwed. I lost the bag while running away. Oh, I lost the most important part. Okay, we don't know why it's important yet, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon. There's a limit to how much things can go wrong. Oh, what's going to change by agonizing over it? I should retrace my steps and check. Duke, you've returned. Is your head feeling a bit better? Although I'm a little bit busy. More apparently, what happened? I'm ashamed. I ended up losing him. Whether he's just fast or I'm just getting old. But what is that? Oh, this bag? I picked it up on the way back. It dropped in the grass. It's quite a luxurious bag, but why is it full of stones? How would I know? Someone must have planked. Ah! That bag! Seventh Prince? We greet the Seventh Prince. By any chance, is this a bag of yours, Prince? Yes, I was wondering where it dropped disappeared to. Why is my item over there? Did you steal it? Steal it? That's absurd. I simply found it by chance walking through the grass. Huh. Anyone would make that kind of excuse, since no one wants to get their wrist cut off. I swear upon my worthless life and the honor of my entire family. Why is your A bleeding? That was from a short while ago. There was a sudden accident. Seven Prince, by any chance, an inferior dare to instantly interject in the conversation between royals? What a poorly educated brat. If it's because his head hasn't healed yet, could you lend me a sword? I can fix it myself. Prince, my head had made a great mistake. If you show mercy, I'll make sure to discipline him harshly. Myself. Ah, Duke Fetus. He's truly admirable. Truly exemplary. An imperial dog who doesn't even blink when his aide is on the verge of death. Your son will also grow up to be a loyal dog. Meaning like this is fate. I'll trust you and trust this back to you today. It's a really important item. Even if you die, don't let it leave your body. Do you understand? I will humbly obey the prince's glorious command. I'll be going back first. Have a fun time hunting. Phew. Never mind all that, my body feels so light. Even I think that acting was trash. But I feel so sorry for Talon, but I have to at least plant this much of a seed. I'm sorry, Duke, because of me. Just consider yourself lucky that all your limbs are still intact. Let's go back and rest for today. Duke, I remembered something about the person who threw the stone at me. It was the Seventh Prince. I didn't realize at first, but seeing him in person, stop. You don't need to say anything more. In the novel, Fetus commits that incident during the hunting competition next year, but that's because of the death of his son within the year brought a change of his heart. So, in order to make that incident happen during this competition, I needed a strong enough stimulus. I wish I will ask of the Emperor this time is developing the area around the temple. Those vagrants parasitizing in the Imperial capital like bugs, I will clear them out. Damn, bro. Duke Fetus, your future is set. You will rebel against the royal family, because that is your destiny. Okay, so he's like trying to... The stones are trying to annoy him? Okay, like, this is weird. I'm not weird, but this is just like... I check over 10 times from the sky before coming down. There shouldn't be any witnesses, right? Do you think I did something so terrible to Fetus and Natalin? It makes me feel like I've become a villain for no reason. Oh, right. I am a villain. Next, when the competition ends, oh my, is that you, Ran? First Princess Mental Abiran. It's quite unusual to see you walking alone in a forest like this. The First Princess? To think I'd run into her in a place like this. I greet Her Highness, the First Princess. You can skip the stiff greetings. We are siblings who share the blood of the imperial family, after all. Would you leave the horse to come back alone? Well, just that I wanted to talk and walk and get some fresh air. So let my horse at the quarters. I don't understand. Why would you lie to your own flesh and blood? What do you mean by that? While strolling through the western forest during the day, I saw a masterless black horse. It was of unfamiliar color, so I asked my servant, and they told me it was none other than your horse. I personally ordered that horse to be killed. Livestock that fails to obey royalty deserves to die. I apologize, sister. It has been the fact that I lost my horse, so I inadvertently... Come now, raise your head. It makes it seem as though I'm trying to punish my little brother. I'm just glad you made it back on your own safely. If you ever need another horse, come back to me anytime. Okay, so I guess before she's kind of neutral, but we can tell she's kind of feisty. The First Princess Mintil Abiran. She's a difficult person to deal with because it's impossible to tell what she's really thinking. But why she's just leaving quietly? Could it be that ability doesn't work on me? No. So you were chasing a beast, tripped over a rock, fell, and hit your head on another rock. I've seen all sorts of injuries at every royal hunting competition, but this is the fifth time I've seen someone get this hurt from a couple of rocks. How long will you need to rest to recover? It might not look much on the side, but it's quite a serious injury. He'll need at least a week of strict bed rest. A week? Are you telling me for the rest of the entire competition as an aide? I must stand by the... I duly noted your loyalty. But your recovery comes first, so just lie down and get some sleep until the closing ceremony. Jack and I will handle the rest of the hunting competition. But Duke, if that is truly what you wish for, Duke, I shall absolutely do my best to rest. An aide coming to a hunting competition like just to take a vacation has to be the first in the Empire's history. You haven't given me a single day off before, until now, haven't you? My dream is actually just to eat and play. I just don't have the money for it. I'll have to win just for the sake of your dream. Then I can give you the development rights of a gold mine as my wish. Truly exemplary. An imperial dog who doesn't even bat an eye when his aide is in mortal danger. Your son will go up to your loyal dog as well. Oh my god, I just can't seem to fall asleep. Maybe I should go out and get some fresh air. Let's visit the temple today. There's something I really want to show you. Long ago, when the world was in chaos and turmoil, a being of salvation descended from the heavens. I read about it in a book, Father. You tell about Sierra the Great, right? And as an incarnation of God, he wielded mysterious powers, and is known to have subjugated those who endlessly wage war. And so, over 1,000 years ago, he unified the Empire Araban. He is the very founder of the imperial family we serve. My son Flynn, my precious treasure, please follow my footsteps and become a proud sword of the imperial family. It's heavy. Why am I carrying around these stones? Is it out of loyalty, or could this horn be my word? All of these in just one night? I heard the sound of a beast didn't stop all night. It seems that the first prince wiped them all out. Then the hunting competition is already... Originally, this royal hunting competition was scheduled to take place 4 days, but as the first prince of the Arabian night has in a single night achieved an overwhelming hunting record, he is hereby declared the winner of this hunting competition. Congratulations on your victory. Thank you, your imperial majesty. As petition, first prince, state the wish you desire. What wish will you ask for? Didn't the Force President ask for the right to purge the nomads of the border regions last year? Recently, Vegans have been infesting the area around the temple of Sierra the Great, posing a threat to the dignity and security of the temple. In order to restore the ruined aesthetics of the temple, I humbly request the authority to cleanse them. Father, a mere imperial dog, but that child. I'm sorry, my son Flynn. Hey, you. Who are you? I greet His Highness the Seventh Prince. Move slowly. You'll be dizzy from the blood rushing through your head. Make sure to get a doctor to prescribe antibiotics. No, olive leaves later. Excuse me, yes, but what brings you here? Well, the reason aside, do you even know what kind of situation the Duke is in right now? The closing ceremony should have started by now. The closing ceremony, you say? Yes, you better run over there and right away. Excuse me, I'm sorry, coming through. Excuse me. Duke Fetus, what is going on? The Freeman's family served Sierra the Great from the very beginning, and we have protected the imperial family from the closest vantage points for over 1,000 years. It seems our Fetus family is more suited for the lowly task of dealing with the vagrants around the temple. I, Agnes Fetus, humbly make this request before your imperial majesty. In high regard to the loyalty you have devoted your entire life to, I shall grant your request. However, it is quite comical to think that your great loyalty will lead you to block the will of the royalty. Do you think the first prince would show mercy? You must have lost your mind, Duke. Have you forgotten that your current actions warrant immediate execution? The sin of interpreting of your sacred ceremony, I shall pay with it with my life. Duke! It's finally starting. It'd be nice if that guy was watching from afar too. What is this? Can you see it clearly? The execution ceremony of agony fetus? Can you see the mass of the royalty you'll be facing? The true protagonist of the novel Dark Header. Vatel. Okay. A hero. The head of the fetus family which has protected the royal family for 1,000 years. The former imperial knight commander who made countless contributions on the battlefield for 30 years. And the one who committed the felony of insulting the royal family. The sinner agonist fetus. In the name of the first prince of the empire Razia Abiran, I hereby carry out your summary execution. I can't breathe. That's... Talon, why are you in a place like this? You said you were really dizzy. I knew you were faking it. I'm glad to see you look healthy. To think you would part with me in such a pathetic state. Talon, I know it's shameless of me, but please take care of Flynn. Wait, this guy, the Seventh Prince? What is he saying? Not yet. I can't die. Oh, okay. Okay, so the MC really comes already? I can't really tell, it's too blurry inside, but what's inside of this is a person? Oh, so that's he. Okay, so because he said the master, his master is actually this guy, so that's how he didn't die then. Did I lose it? Duke, to think the hero Duke Fetus would meet such an end. Then what will happen to the Duke's family now? Wait, isn't he the Duke's aide? It's over. Understand then, the closing ceremony of the Royal Hunting Competition will be held at noon. All participants until now. We caught one little bug. When you show mercy, though, those who don't know the place are bound to pop out. The Phoenix family is finished too. To think such an idiot was the head of the family. Hey, traitor. Talon's heart must be breaking right now. They were close since he was his aide, but he won't break. A letter. It's the fetus's family? If you're reading this letter, I am probably no longer in this world. Then when that time comes, please pray to God that I can go to Titrium. And I request that you take care of my son Flynn. Please grant this old man's final request. I have a feeling that I'm going to make a huge mistake soon. If that situation does arrive, just know one thing. That everything that has happened is absolutely not your fault. And I, the head of the fetus family, Agony Fetus, hereby declare. In the event that something happens to the Agony Fetus, I appoint my aide, Talon Chrysler, as the acting head of the fetus family. May the blessings of Sierra the Great be with you. Okay. I don't know what to say, really. You've used your manners quite extravagantly. If you thought you were completely cured, you are horribly mistaken. In fact, your condition has worsened since the Royal Hunting Competition. Shut up. You said that the stone will absorb the polluted madness. Isn't there something wrong with your treatment method? If you don't want to die, you'd better give me a straight answer. It would be better to release user madness more slowly. If you release it so hastily, it may only make things worse. What? Damn it, just wait, you little bug. As soon as my body fully recovers, I'll tear you to shreds. It's probably what you're thinking. That isn't something that can be cured at once. You should know that you're only still breathing thanks to that stone. By the way, rumor has it that Common is still in coma. It's making him feel guilty for no reason. He won't actually die, right? Where am I? Dude, he lose that much weight? What the fuck? Acting head, your body isn't fully recovered yet. At least let me help you up. I'm fine, so could you step aside? You've been unconscious for 2 weeks. You could collapse again at any moment. I need to see the young Duke first. What is the family's current situation? To be honest, the situation isn't very good. All the fetus family's business partners have turned their backs on us, and their internal staff have all left as well. Our financial situation is dire, but we are in no position to ask the royal family for help. I suppose it's because of the incident. And currently the young Duke is... Talon, young Duke, are you feeling alright? I am fine, young Duke. I apologize for calling you concern. It seems you have a lot of problems have arisen while you were away. Even my father's funeral arrangements still haven't. Regarding that, is that true? I'm telling you it is. The reason the former Duke Fetus did such a thing was it because of the young Duke is a vegan, or did he say? I knew it. I thought it was strange he had such a child at such a late age. Should we hurry up and escape before we were treated like traitors too? Traitors to the emperors. The stigma will be difficult to erase forever. Pale, yes, acting head. Cut out the tongues of those gossiping outside and bring them to me. It is punishment for spreading false rumors of the young Duke. Yes, that's... Do I need to repeat myself? I will do as you command. And we will not holding a funeral. Talon? because he can no longer be considered a member of this family. I hope you understand, young Duke. Talon, why would you do such a thing? I'm currently the acting head of the fetus family. Therefore, until you become the head of the family later, I have a duty to protect it. And from now on, and for the honor and survival of the fetus family, I will use it for any means necessary. Okay. What do I think about this? It's honestly like very basic. I mean, I guess the madness is kind of interesting, but like the characters themselves seem like the world isn't that really well fleshed out. Like the amount of power the royal family holds, I guess because they're descendants of gods, but the way that like they just accepted a family that served them for 1,000 years just to be like killed over something like that is pretty crazy. It's very like over the top and extreme. The art itself, like I thought it was pretty bad, but it's getting a little bit better. There's some intrigue, like who the protagonist is and like the sister's intents, but not that interesting to be honest. Like I'll probably rate this like a 6 out of 10. But I guess it's still early, so let's see. Let's read some comments right here. So, okay, alright, mass release time for a review. Let's see. 5 out of 10, potential for 7. Yeah, like it's pretty, like, it's super generic. MC's powers, yeah, the MC powers is kind of unique. Characters just shall exactly what I just said. Yeah, this is like art generic. I mean, it is still a bit too early to review this for sure, but yeah, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10 for now. Maybe like I'll probably read it until like chapter 20. Like that's usually like the cutoff point. Like if it's still not that great at chapter 20, it's kind of GG'd. Well, I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of that. The Seventh Prince wants to bail. Solo Farming Tower was so much better than this one, though. I mean, I guess it's a more like a very different style, but okay. Well, thank you for joining me for this new manhwa release review and live reading. Thank you so much, and have a great day.